The Story of Gallano. Introduction. Throughout the universe, with every passing moment, on every habitable planet, every living, thinking being is doing what it does. Most are following their function, their routine, existing. Most of the time with very little meaning unto themselves, and with next to no real effect on the world around them. They simply orbit their passions, rarely grasping them to know them as allies. Orbit their emotions, never diving deep in discovery. And very rarely, although occasionally, a living, thinking being will truly wake up and fall in love. Most living things rarely ever have the wherewithal to pick themselves up and put their own pants on, if they have invented, or have use for them, that is. And of course, depending on the day and age, it's arguable as to whether or not pants are necessary in the first place. But I digress. Most of the time, if any of these life-evolving activities were to take place, usually it's by accident, happenstance, or chance, if you believe in such a thing. Rarely, but it does happen. Living, thinking beings choose consciously to engage with themselves and the living universe and play the game that is being a living, thinking being. This was not one of those times, at least at the start. You see, we've come to poor Gallano, who is what you'd call an alien gray. About 4 feet tall, hairless with foggy gray rubber glove type skin. Big black almond-shaped eyes with 2 specks for a nose, and the slightest strips of lips for a mouth, which, and it is rare for a gray, but depending on the day, you can catch those strips almost smiling. All on an overly large head attached to a spindly body. Gallano, in spite of being a very special gray, was a mess. He's a secret 54%er, but that's a secret even to himself. You see, all grays are hybridized with the most outwardly social species on the planet they are attempting to control. It was a close call between the humans and the dolphins, and there are some who are still a bit miffed on the decision. What with access to fresh seafood at any time of day or night.
I want to be in some
Humans it was, however, and as it has been, the hybrids are not being produced as successfully as planned. The goal is to get just enough human in them at 51%, a Goldilocks zone, if you will, to take advantage of what humans specifically can do. If you aren't grown with the magic number, you are relegated to scout status and sent on reconnaissance missions to find new and check on existing human specimens. Either that or customer service.
How can I help?
You humans, you see, are creators. Not a given attribute in the vastness of space. To top it off, humans and others have spent a very long time convincing, entrancing, and enslaving the minds of other humans to have them forget just how much access to the power of creation they have. It gives one pause when one contemplates just how powerful the ability to create is. Especially when only some can, and others in the universe would do anything to take it from them, to use it for themselves for their own less than altruistic agendas. And so, we find ourselves with our poor Gallano, here on a reconnaissance mission inside a home in a neighborhood in what you would know as North America. As I said earlier, Gallano is a secret 54%er. He has more access than any other gray to date, to the power of creation. Gallano, however, has yet to realize this. Currently, Gallano is being chased by a golden, fire-eyed, fanged and clawed tuxedo-printed monster. A ravenous beast. Its kind has been at odds with the Greys since time immemorial. Oh yes, there are more than one ultra-terrestrial here on Earth with you. Gallano is being hunted by what you would call a cat.
Oh, gotta find a place to hide. Oh, is it still behind me? Yep. Oh, quick, back down the stairs. There was a couch with a low ceiling. Let's hope it's low enough. I think I lost it. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, it's tight.
Gallano, come out wherever you are. Gallano, I smell you.
I really wish I hadn't skipped suburbia class. Oh, geez, does it see me?
First, I will grab you with my claws. Then, I will bite you with my teeth. Then, I will kick you rapidly like I want you to leave me alone, but I'm still holding on, so I must want to play. But no, I want to kill you, Gallano.
Nobody said Earth had Felinians.
Felinians, as it turns out, hate the smell of, but love the taste of Greys.
Oh, you smell of dirty towels and chewed garlic bits. You will be delicious.
How did I even get here?
Let's take a quick look, shall we?
I'm telling you, sir, if we don't put him in the field, his abilities may never manifest, and we will have lost a potential breakthrough. Whatever you do, he mustn't know, or it would spoil what is already coming to fruition within him. He has to discover it for himself for it to work.
Best to keep this under wraps for now. If word were to get out a 54%er exists, let alone being sent to Earth under the guise of a piddly little.
Greetings. No, that's dumb. I'm reporting in for my results. Hey. Thank you, Gallano. We have some disappointing news.
And so Gallano was sent to basic training. Not that he went most of the time anyway. When he did, the other Greys did not take kindly to him. Gallano just made it easier for them to pick on him by being the very last in his class. In everything.
Pick up the pace, Gallano! That unconscious human isn't going to undress and dress itself! Time! Gallano! Wrong! You put the whole outfit on backwards! Again! That wasn't even a shirt I gave you. Where did you get that one?
If you don't stare at them close enough, they wake up and we get kicked off the bed.
Oh, he can't even do the skin sampling thing right.
The sampler punch is really bulky and... Got myself. Ow. Hey. Ooh, smarts. What happens if it's broken?
With repeated negative feedback, Gallano felt defeated. And so he skipped some classes, specifically on common threats one might encounter while on a reconnaissance mission on Earth. Dogs, caninians, cats, felinians, various sharp utensils one might find in the kitchen, ice cubes, and piles of 2 or more plastic bags. A short but comprehensive list. To his credit, he did show up for the day before dry run, where he suited up, tried on his eye covers for the first time.
Oh, so shiny.
And was also given his holographic assistance, an AI pre-programmed with a personality from the planet they were scouting to subjugate. It was a test project coming from some of the top experimental Greys. The idea being you could converse with and get used to the personalities you would one day subjugate.
Oh, man, my name is Sam, and I'm your new holographic planetary scout and subjugation assistant module. What's your name?
Gallano.
Gallano, they've injected me into your brain stem, so only you can see and hear me, I think.
Call on me whenever.
I'm here for you.
All the time. Oh! When was this put in me? And so Gallano, now prepped and ready for his first ever scouting mission, went to bed that night with alien butterflies in his tummy and an AI in his head. Strangely determined, the last thing he told himself before falling off to sleep was that he was going to have a great day tomorrow. That the most optimal outcome could happen, would happen. And with a very thin-lipped smile, Gallano fell asleep. When Gallano awoke, he had a spring in his step and a fire in his eyes. And indeed, as the day moved forward, everything seemed to go his way. He was switched last minute to a crew he'd never went to class or trained with, which avoided him any and all verbal lashings, and was told he was back up, and really just there to observe. They even let him drive the scout ship. Well, really it was more of a hover. At one point he did accidentally hit the hazard light button, which brought a few people out of their houses. But other than that, everything went wonderfully. Until Gallano got inside.
Whoa, look at this place. Is this real tree insides? They stand on it?
Yeah, here they call it wood.
Brutal. Oh, what's that? It's got 4 legs. Is that a spider? Spiders have more than 2 legs. I know that. And then they're splaying there. I think it's not moving though. Hello? Who?
Gallano, that's a chair. They sit on them. You have them too. This isn't anything very different at all. I don't understand.
Hey, look at that. Wow. Is that like a pile of shiny metal feather sacks? Oh, I wonder what it feels like. Wait, it tickles. Hey, oh, hey, can't, I'm stuck. Hey, I can't get out. I can't. Whoa, this is bad.
That is a pile of plastic bags. How did you even get in there?
Can you help me?
No, I'm a hologram.
Do you have any tips?
Oh, sure. Look, it's like tickly quicksand. Stop moving, and you'll stop being overwhelmed with tickles. Then slowly roll yourself out of the pile.
Okay. Okay, rolling. Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa!
smell!
Thank you, Sam.
Hey, you hear anything?
Good Lord, it is rank. That's like Captain Crunch farts mixed with kimchi. Wait, I know that smell. I have smelled that smell before, but not in a very long time. Yes, it could only be.
Hey, look. They have something that looks like 2 eyes just staring at me like from the darkness. Boy, this place is cool. Gee, I don't feel safe all of a sudden.
Gallano, that sounds like a Felinian. We're not prepared.
No, you are not.
Be sure to come back next time to find out what happens in the story of Gallano.